Excellent morning, Republic of Igoglobal. Welcome to this very outstanding evening. Good to have you all around. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure again tonight. Today is Tuesday, another very exciting night in Igoglobal, a night of clarity, strategy, and of course, a night of definition. Now, every Tuesday in Ego Global, we set it to be a very outstanding one for you to learn step by step on how to build your business professionally, hearing from the very individual with practical proofs, practical experience. And that makes it very easy for you to dive towards your own success. It's a promise, and we are keeping it. We keep going on, and we keep making it very important for each and every community member to dive in and take advantage. So if you are here tonight, it is not a meeting for you to come together, to come all alone. Be sure that you are accompanied by your team members. You're not just alone here because it's a strategic session for you. So you have to come along with all your team members. Come along with all your team members because you don't want to miss it. Today, we are focusing on looking at the power of duplication for your business growth. A very important topic that you will want to pay close attention and shift away every distraction and be sure that you are well prepared for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Emmanuel. I am the moderator today. I'm handing over a mic to the speaker of tonight, an individual with deep knowledge of what you need to do, deep knowledge of the multi-level marketing industry in general, and is someone that you want to listen to when it comes to this duplication strategy. He has done it, he has proven it, and is someone, a mentor, a leader in our republic, someone for you to listen to. There's no other person but Mr. Emmanuel Ifeanyi, a very outstanding individual. Ladies and gentlemen, please, with a clap of hand, emojis, and standing ovation, I want us to join together, join our voice together, join our hands together, join the emoji together. Let's welcome him. Give him that warm welcome. Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel. I
Yes,
truly
sir.
appreciate. Thank you so much. Excellent morning, Igo Global Republic. I hope you can hear me pretty loud and clear. I need a confirmation. You know you can hear me. I
Yes,
need
I
a
can hear you, sir.
confirmation. Oh, thank you so much. Excellent morning, amazing people. I trust your day is going on well today. And like my able moderator already said, today we will be focusing on the power of duplication. And without wasting much of our time, but before we even proceed, I want you to do yourself a favor, do your business a favor by sharing the link to all your team members. It is very important that you do so because whatever you listen to today or tonight, it's definitely not just for you, but it's for your team because what we're doing tonight is all about duplication. So you need to duplicate yourself in this meeting tonight. That's the first assignment. At least the rule is for you to bring two persons on board. So tonight, go back to your various groups and invite at least two or more persons into this meeting, and then we'll make it a night full of knowledge. All right. Now, without wasting much of our time, okay, because time is of essence, and then I would share my screen with you if you permit me. All right, entire screen. So we start. Right. So you are welcome. You're welcome. I need a confirmation one more time. If you know you can actually see my screen. If you know you can see my screen, I need a confirmation that you can actually see it.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we kickstart officially tonight. And I'd like to officially introduce myself one more time. My name remains Mr. Emmanuel Fine, but you can call me Mr. Afric. And I'd like to welcome you to today's presentation. What we'll be focusing on today is the power of duplication. We will be mastering the 45 seconds formula, which will help you to grow your business. Okay, your Igo Global business, whatever we're discussing tonight has to do with your Igo Global business. We'll be unveiling the secrets behind success in this industry, and it has to do with the power of duplication. And we'll be taking it based on the book 45 Seconds presentation by Don Follier. and it will be presented by Igoglobal International, right? So you're welcome. You're welcome to today's transformational training. Now, we're about to decode one of the most easiest and simplest, most powerful system for building wealth in this industry called the network marketing. So I want you to sit tight. If you know you have your pen, if you know you have your papers, I want you to get ready because we'll be unveiling some of the secrets that has made, the industry movers and shakers. The reason why they keep succeeding on a daily basis is because these secrets have been unveiled to them, and Igoglobal is proudly presenting these secrets to you so that your business in Igoglobal can actually flourish. All right. So you're welcome. Introducing. This is the introduction. I leave you with a quote which says, if it can't be duplicated, it won't work. Now, if your Igo Global business cannot be duplicated, it definitely will not work. Now, Don Faria, he learned the secret formula that top earners, like I said before, use. And this secret formula is called the 45 seconds presentation. And why it is not about you selling Iroko African roots, why it is not about you selling pure virgin, why it is not about you selling IBS school or any of our services, but it's about you duplicating. All right. Now, in this training, here are the key objectives. Number one, by the end of this training tonight, you'll be able to understand the 45 seconds concept. That is one. You'll also be able to learn the key tools and duplication system. And then you'll be able to present your business under a minute, presenting your Igo Global business to your prospects under a minute. And then you'll be able to create duplication instead of, burning out. Now, these are the objectives. Now, you need to understand the concept of duplication. Before we even talk about the concept, what exactly is duplication? Now, as the slide says right here, it says duplication means simple, repeatable steps that anyone can take. It didn't say duplication means simple, repeatable steps that Mr. Africa alone can take. Neither did he say simple, repeatable steps that Madam Gift or Madam Divine or Mr. Japheth can take. It says duplication means simple, repeatable steps anyone can take, irrespective of your age, irrespective of your class. It's not about charisma. It's not about the whole English that Mr. Africa experienced or speaking. Or is it about experience? It has nothing to do with that. It's just about your system. So I want you to put it on the chat box. If you know you can hear me loud and clear, I want you to write your system on the chat box. Write your system. Now, for example, you can see this particular slide. You can see two amazing people right here. You can see a 70-year-old woman and a 20-year-old youth, a young man. They are both, focusing, and you can see the excitement in their faces. The beautiful thing about these, like I just said earlier, they are both succeeding using the same tool. It's not about the woman's age being 70 or she being of age and quite experienced in the field. No, it is about a tool that both of them are using, and that is why they have succeeded. And I'll bring to you the 4 basics of duplication. All right, we'll be talking about the 4 basics of duplication, guys. And the first one is use a simple tool. Use a simple tool. Now, there's something that most of us we always get wrong in this industry called network marketing. Now, the moment you try to know everything, you try to explain everything, you try to do everything yourself, you have lost it from the beginning. Now, don't try to explain everything yourself in this business, especially when you're dealing with prospects. Instead, you need to let the simple tools do the heavy lifting for you. Now, in Igoglobal International, we have amazing tools. Amazing tools. We have booklets that talks about Igo Global Compensation Plan. We have flyers that talks about, the products on a daily basis. Our media team keeps bringing out, amazing videos, short videos, flip charts. They keep coming up with amazing graphics. Now, all these things are tools. They are not meant for fashion. They are meant for you to utilize them. Now, the beautiful thing about these tools is it is something that anyone can actually use, even if they are just joining your Igo Global business, even if you just recruited them during this auto upgrade promo. The fact that they have access to these tools and anyone can use them is exactly what we're talking about. Why? Because if you talk too much, if you do the one talking too much, you use too much complex words like efficacy, blah blah blah. There are some kind of words that when I hear, I just know these are networkers. They use complex words. Now, when you do that, guess what will happen? Especially when you're dealing with someone that just joined the system and someone that it's not, familiar with the network marketing system. The first thing that will come to their mind is, "Wow, Becky, you are so good at this thing. Fred, you are so good at this thing. But I could never do exactly what you've just done now." You know why? Because you have talked too much. You have acted like the expert. But imagine if you use a tool. Imagine if you show a tool and say, "Hey, you know what, Fred? I'll just let the video do the talking." The moment you give them the video or you give them a tool for them to go through it, the first thing that will come through their mind is, "Wait, uh, Sam, is that all? Is that it?" The moment they say, "Is that it?" you have gotten them. That is exactly where duplication starts. Now, there's this. I always like to, put my presentation with some storytelling so that it can really sink into your head, even though if you don't go home with the too much English that Mr. Afric speaks, but at least one or two stories would always, flash through your mind for you to, reason and say, I remember, someone told me about this story. Now, let's take, for instance, you meet a friend. Let's say his name is Tunde. And for the next 45 minutes, you passionately explained everything about Igo Global International with so much passion, with so much zeal. You talked about, the company. You talked about amazing services. You talked about our vision, our mission. You literally explained every details about our PDF. You even dived into a beautiful IBS school. You talked about a CEO. You also talked about Pure Virgin. You talked about Iroko. For the next 45 minutes, you passionately explained everything about all the or everything that has to do with Igo Global International. Now, do you know the most funniest thing about this whole scenario? At the end of the explanation, for 45 minutes straight up, without pausing, without resting, your friend Tunde will definitely look confused. And guess this is exactly what we say. He said, "Bro, this thing that you just told me now, it actually sounds interesting. I think I love it, but I am not a talker like you." How many of us in the house have actually, tried to recruit someone, and the first thing the person says is, "I don't think I can talk like you. I'm not a talker. I'm not a talking type of person. I don't talk too much. I don't know how to talk." How many of you have actually experienced such before? I have in the past. I have, yes, I have. I don't know about you. I have. The reason why I experienced it is because I've been doing it the wrong way. Definitely your friend will say, "I'm not a talker like you. I don't think I'll actually explain all this stuff." Now, let us now do it the opposite way. Let us reverse, rewind the whole scene. And this time you meet your friend today and you say, "Hey man, see, I found something cool, something, it's just a short video. I found something cool, and it's a short video. Let's watch it together." For instance, let's say you and Tunde, you are actually, in the same place.
and you say, let's watch it today, and then tell me exactly what you think. Now, you guys now sit down and watch a video of just 5 minutes. It's not 45 minutes of talking and getting exhausted, burnout, and all that. You just sit together and you watch the video for 5 minutes. Afterwards, guess what Tunde will say? Wait, is that all? Is that it? That's what you just did? That's exactly what it means by letting the video, letting the tools do the work for you. All right. So, guys, without wasting much of our time, you can see another very important basics of duplication that says share it and don't sell it. Now, we must be very honest with ourselves, guys. Literally 70 to 80% of what we do in our businesses is sales, sales, sales. I remember I go global business. Network marketing is not about sales. We are not salesmen. It is a professional industry. It is not about selling. It's about sharing opportunities, sharing solutions. Now, the truth is, people don't like to be sold. The moment that you come with that selling vibes, there's this withdrawal, withdrawal flow that comes up after it. Immediately, they tend to withdraw because people don't like to be sold. It makes them feel very uncomfortable. That's just the truth. But one thing that they love, hearing about something that helps you in particular, especially if that thing feels very genuine and it's not pushy. I've come across a lot of, network marketers when they want to, even if they want to talk about the product, the way they talk about their product, you'll see that pushiness. They tend to push. It's like they stuck it into your neck. Like this product can actually wake the dead. Guys, that is not what network marketing is. And one thing I love about Igoglobal is this company. This company is doing amazingly well in the sense of educating people exactly how it's done and how it should be done. Now, instead of you trying to convince someone to join or your Igoglobal business or to even buy Iroko or Pure Virgin, instead of doing that conviction, trying to convince with too much grammar, too much, noise and all that, just share your story, your experience. It can be experience in the business side of Igo Global International. It can actually be your experience using Iroquois African Roots and Pure. Now, my question is, how do you share your experience if you have not experienced the experience, guys? That's why we always say, see, you need to be a product of your product. And that's why I love there's something that the company did recently that, that will make you intentionally want to repurchase, our product, because we want to encourage you to be a product of Igo Global International. Now, how do you share your experience if you have not experienced the amazing benefits of staying healthy with Igo Global products like Iroquois African Root and Pure Vision? You don't have an experience. It's one thing for you to be a first-hand testifier of your product. It's another thing for you to share, a random video of someone testifying about the product. The two are quite different, though they can work. But trust me, your personal experience will sell faster. It's more convincing. Now, imagine you telling a friend about a great movie or a restaurant that you enjoyed. Maybe in Maitama or Sukoro, you visited one lounge, you enjoyed their what do they call this fish? There's this particular fish that everybody's always talking about. No pressure. You're not pressurizing your friend, though. Just excitement. The way you talk about these things will want to make that your friend to enter the next, available flight or car to go and eat that fisherman soup. Exactly what they call it. Now, when you share rather than sell, people listen better and they feel free to decide for themselves. That's just the truth. And most importantly, they will think, this is exactly, I think I can actually do this too. The moment your prospects or your business partners begin to think and feel that these things that you've just done, I know and I think I can actually do that, that is when duplication really starts. I always give this story of, let's say a lady, her name, let's just assume Amaka. Mr. Africa always likes using Amaka so much. Now Amaka, just started using. She came across our amazing products in Igoglobal, and trust, Amaka being a lady, obviously the best product that she would love to try is the Pure Virgin. So she came across the Pure Virgin. She loved it so much, it made her feel, beautiful and fresh. And then one thing that happened that really amazed me. Oh, she met her friend Ada, and then she told her friend, she said, "You know what, Ada? I started using this amazing external vaginal wash, uh, and the moment I started using it, it's been something else. And you know what? Let me don't even talk too much. Let me show you a video that I actually watched that made me want to try the Pure Virgin. That means, in essence, a tool was actually shared with Amaka. And that tool was what made Amaka to even try the Pure Virgin. And now she tried it, she loved it, and she met her friend Ada. She wasn't prospecting Ada, she was just sharing her experience with Pure Virgin. And Ada, and she said, "You know what, let's watch the video together." And then they did. They watched the video together. Guess what happened? Ada, after watching the whole thing, the first thing that just came out of her mouth was, "I've been looking for something like this, something natural that does not have chemicals, no side effects. I've tried so many wash. I've done this, I've done that. This is exactly what I am looking for." Ada did not name all the whole ingredients, cocoa pasop, hyssop, aloe vera. She never did. It's possible that she doesn't even know exactly the ingredients that were used to produce, Pure Virgin. The only thing she did was to share. She did. No pressure, no convincing. She just shared the experience. Now, that is it about the second basics of duplication. We go straight to the third one, which is follow-ups. We tend to get this part very wrong. Trust me, guys. I also get it wrong sometimes. But the beautiful thing about it is, when you teach people, when you share knowledge, you indirectly are reminding yourself on how to do things right. Trust me, as I'm talking to you guys tonight, I am also talking to myself as well. Now, imagine we're talking about the follow-ups now. Imagine you planted a seed in the soil today, and then you watered that seed only once, and then you walked away. What happens? Will there be any form of miracle? Do you think anything will happen? Yes, something will happen. And guess what will happen? It will definitely dry up. Yeah, because you only watered the seed once. But now, what if? Now, you plant the seed and then you water the seed every single day with, just some little sunlight. You added, some form of patience. And then guess what will happen? That little seed of yours will turn into something amazing. It will turn into a strong plant. Now, that is just the simple illustration or explanation of what follow up means. If you don't follow up, you get it. Every other process is a wasted effort. If you share your simple tools, if you share it and you don't sell it and you don't follow up, you have gotten it all wrong. Now, okay, there's a time I once shared an opportunity, though it wasn't Igoglobal International. I did share an opportunity with an old friend of mine, a classmate. Now, the beautiful thing is he was pretty excited about it. The moment I shared it, he was so excited, he was so excited. But one thing that he told me was he wasn't ready. He just told me, "Guy, say not now. I'm not ready. I like this, but I'm not ready now." Yeah, he told me clearly. See, rejections don't mean that you're not doing it right. Rejections is part of the process. You will definitely get there. If you do your business and you don't get rejected, trust me, you're not getting there yet. Now, one thing I did was I did not chase him. Instead, I followed up kindly. I sent him a short video after a week, called after 2 weeks just to check up on him. I didn't call him to say, how far, how far, how far? You told me you're not ready that time. But I don't you think you should be ready now? No pressure. I didn't do that. I just checked up on him like normal way we do communicate. Then after 3 months, 3 months. Okay, I'll be very honest with you. It's not even one business. It's Igoglobal business, guys. After 3 months of just, silence, he said to me, "Guy, I've been watching you. I've been watching. Now I am ready." Now, what exactly has he been watching? If I'm not doing something consistently, obviously there's nothing he'll be watching. So that means even while I got that rejection, I kept on doing my doings and he was watching. And because I was consistent or consistently doing something that he noticed, that thing triggered him. Because one thing that will come to his mind is if Mr. Africa is always talking about this thing on a daily basis, he doesn't give a breath. Before you see him talk about something else, the way everybody's talking about politics, everybody's talking about what's happening, but the only thing this guy keeps talking about is Igoglobal or Iroko or Pure Virgin, he keeps it consistent. God, then there's something in there that I think I should be part of. And then he said, "Yeah, I'm ready." And today, my friend is one of my biggest partners. Trust me. Now, the reason is because I did not sell to him. Oh. Remember, I was still going back again. From the follow-up, it still takes you back. They are all connected. I didn't sell to him. I only stayed present. I was consistent and I followed up. I followed up. I followed up, guys. Now, if you want your team to grow, if you want your genealogy to expand, if you want to hit those PVs, I'm going to leave you with one secret. Don't focus on only those that says yes today. I always say this thing. It's not only those. In fact, focus more on who stay connected to tomorrow. If you have a pen, please put that down. It will help you a lot. If you want to build your team intentionally, don't just focus on those who says yes, they jump onto the offer instantly. Don't just put all your energy, your building into those that just agree. Because there are some people that they quickly say yes, and the way they quickly say yes to you is exactly how they quickly say yes to another opportunity if it comes tomorrow. Yes, there are some people. That's why you need to build with intention, only quality people. I have seen somebody that said yes to 3 opportunities in one day and signed up in 3 companies in one day. Hey, guys, focus your energy on those who stays connected till tomorrow. And the 4th basic duplication is plug people into the system, guys, after you followed up. Now, the beautiful thing about this industry, like I said earlier, you do not have to do everything yourself. If you do everything yourself, you get pretty exhausted in no time. Trust me. Instead of trying to train each person one by one, you go, you do one by one training and all that, word for word. Why don't you just use the system that is already working? Systems like this meeting tonight. Imagine if you had done exactly what I told you. The moment we started this meeting, I said, your first assignment is to duplicate yourself in this meeting. Because if you do that, you're not going to only be the one benefiting from whatever that is happening right now. Your team members are equally benefiting from it. And it saves you the stress. Because this meeting is also a tool. It is a system that has been put in place by Igoglobal International to make sure that you get your business right. You need to plug your people into meetings like this, presentations, group charts, training materials. You need to make sure they are plugged into the system. When people follow a system, guys, everything becomes repeatable, everything becomes predictable, and everything becomes simple to duplicate. Now, don't just be a messenger like it's clearly stated here. Don't be the message. Instead, you are supposed to be the messenger. All right. And then here is the, the napkin presentation. You know, one thing about this is you don't actually need a whiteboard or a projector to actually explain how this business works, how your Igo Global business works. You really don't need too much language for you to understand it. Now, what it's expected of you is for you to introduce, by following the 45 business presentation skills, using it to introduce two people into your business. You just need to introduce, you just need to sponsor two persons, and they each do exactly what you did. Each of them get two more. By the time two people that you sponsor get two more people, now becomes four people. Now those four now get two each, becomes eight, then 16, then 32, then 64, then 128, and so on. Guys, this is the reason why, why small efforts consistently duplicated creates massive results over time. Like it's clearly stated here, how the money flows, the power of tools. Guys, see, it's like you planting a seed that keeps planting more seeds. Look at it now. The only thing you did was just to bring two persons, and they get their own tools, 4, 6, 8, 16, 32. By the time you do this 10 times, the 10 steps, guess how many people you already have in your system? 1,000 people. By just doing the tools 10 times, you already have 1,000 people under your system. Isn't that super amazing, guys? Now that's the power of duplication. You didn't have to build a team of 1,000 people straight up. The system did it for you, one simple step at a time. There's a secret, guys. It's not about recruiting hundreds and thousands of persons. It is not about recruiting hundreds and thousands of persons into your Igo business. It is about helping a few persons to do few simple things consistently. Guys, this industry is super amazing. I do not know the kind of English that you want me to speak, but I can bet you that this business is super amazing. Now, the business is not about how many people you bring in. Like I said earlier, it's not about you recruiting 1,000 persons, straight up. It's about how many people you can teach to teach others. Duplication means you need to teach people to teach others. The real power isn't in addition. In our business, we do not believe in addition. What we do is multiplication. I always give this example: 2 plus 2 is 4, right? That is, we are doing addition now. And then 4 plus 2 is 6, Abby. But I go global business. We say 2 plus 2 because we said you should introduce two people, Abby. So that 2 plus 2 is the two people. It becomes 4. Now we now say 4 times 2 is now 8. You can see the difference. The first one is only addition. You just keep adding people, keep adding people. 2 plus 2, 4, and then 4 plus 2 is 6. It ends there in number 6. But by the time you apply the Igo Global strategy, which is duplication, multiplication, it is 2 plus 2, 4, and then 4 times 2 becomes 8. You see the difference? Now, your goal is not to become a superstar recruiter. No. That's not the goal in Igoglobal. Your goal is to teach simple system that even a shy person, somebody that is very shy, that cannot talk, even someone that did not even pass through the educational system, a simple system, even somebody that is new in the system, your duty is to teach them this simple system. And these people can now turn around and teach someone else. That is how duplication becomes very, very unstoppable, guys. Now, we'll talk about the tools in the system, the tools in our Igoglobal system. Like we said earlier on, We talked about the short booklets. In this business, you don't need to be an expert. I keep repeating it. Some of my words might be repeated, but the reason is because they need to sink into your head. Remember, instead of you trying to explain yourself, everything yourself, use the tools. Short booklets, we have them. We have videos, amazing videos. Even WhatsApp messages, three-way calls. You call your leaders, you connect them to your prospect. These are the guys. Google Meet like this, onboarding sections, all these are tools. You need to use them. And one thing that you need to learn how to do is see, try and avoid long explanations, guys. No matter what you do, try and avoid long explanations, and also try and avoid becoming the expert, because whatever you do, indirectly you're telling them this is exactly what you're going to do. What I'm doing right now is exactly, and if you do them, it's so much like if you apply the long explanation, obviously they will tell you they cannot do this. Or if you try to become an expert, everything, you want to go in details, you talk, they will still tell you they cannot do this. And the moment they tell you that, you have missed it entirely, guys. Now let's talk about how you can actually give the 45 seconds presentation. You need to follow this structure carefully for you to get it right. Now, first thing first, you must share your why. Yes, you must share your why. And then you talk about what the system does. You also mention the tools that you are given. And then you invite them to review and follow. Let me just give you a layman understanding. Now, you're not trying to give a full presentation, guys. What you're just trying to do, you're just giving a quick, powerful preview. Just think of it like you're giving someone a movie trailer. Just test that, tease that person. Not the whole, theme. You know that in the movie industry there are some trailers that you will come across that instantly you want to jump on to your Netflix and watch that movie. In fact, I have seen trailers that are even more interesting and captivating than even the entire movie. When you watch the entire movie, you'll be wondering like, but the trailer was really catchy, because that's the selling point. What you're doing is giving them the trailer. The 45 seconds presentation is designed to spark interest, not to explain everything. You are not meant to explain everything. Now, look at the structure. Your why. Share your why. Share why you're doing this. Make it real and personal. Remember, it's your why. It has nothing to do with Mr. Africa. It's not my why. My why of doing Igoglobal international business, my why of becoming a network marketer is definitely different from your why. So it must be personalized. Then what the system does. Say briefly what the system helps people to achieve. Then the tools, you need to mention the tools, the videos, the flyers. These are tools. The Google Meets, they are all tools. Then the invite, you need to ask them to check it out. That is you inviting them to check it out. Then follow up. Let them know that you're going to call back to get their thoughts. Now, let's do it this way now. Here's a story. Or let me give you an illustration. Let's say, for instance, you meet someone called Shay, and then you say, hi, Shay. I'm just giving you an instance following the structure that I just explained here, so that you can get the picture that in just few seconds, you can actually deliver all this structure instantly. You say, hi, Shay. I started something because I really wanted to stop living on paycheck to paycheck. You know what paycheck to paycheck means now? Salary, waiting, always waiting for the end of the month before you can actually breathe fine. And even when they pay you the salary, you are going to pay a lot of bills. So in essence, you are working for the bills. You say, hi, Shay, I started something because I really wanted to stop living from paycheck to paycheck. I want something, I want some more time with my family. Now, do you know what you've just shared now? The first structure. You have shared your why. That is your why you're doing this. And then you say, we have a simple system that shows everyday people like you and I how to build a second income from your home. Guess what I just did? I just shared what the system does, which is the second structure. Then you now say, I have a very short video that explains it. Do you know what you just presented? The tools. And then you say, can I share or can I send it to you to check it out? I will follow up with you later today or later tomorrow. Guess what you've just done? You've invited the person and also follow up at the same time. So you can see that in less than few seconds, you have done the structure perfectly using the 45 seconds presentation. And guess what? That's just it. No pressure, no over explaining. He watched the video, he got interested, and now, next thing he jumps on it. That is exactly what we are talking about using the 45 seconds in your Igoglobal business. All right. Then we would not go without talking about the duplication in action. Yeah, duplication. You must see it. Now, the beautiful thing about the 45 seconds presentation isn't just about it's short. It's not that because it's so short. The beautiful part is that anyone can actually do it. That's where duplication comes in. Duplication in action. When everybody, when everyone, when Shade, when Ibrahim, when Idiom, when Emmanuel, when Samuel can do it, when everyone in your team can use this simple approach, this is exactly what will happen, guys. The burnout will reduce. Retention will definitely improve, and results will multiply. See, you don't burn out because you are not over explaining. Your team will definitely stick around longer because you are using a system. Everyone will get results because the message is quite clear and repeatable. When these things are done, all you experience is success all the way, guys. Now, here is just a case study. I'll just give example of a few persons that have used the 45 seconds presentations. These are people that are not born networkers. Nobody is actually born a born networker. We all follow the process, learn through the process. We made few mistakes. We learned from the mistakes. And that is why we are sharing with you this secret so that you do not need to pass through the process that most of us has actually passed through. Instead, it's a shortcut for you to understand faster. There are some of us that were not opportuned to have these kind of trainings earlier enough. Some of the mistakes that we did in the industry, we wouldn't have done that. But you're opportuned, especially for those that are joining Igoglobal business or joining network marketing for the first time. You're the most luckiest set of persons in this meeting. Trust me. Because what you're doing, you have avoided mistakes 10,000 times. In 10,000 times, you have avoided mistakes. So I've seen case studies of where people, teachers, people that have no background in network marketing, some traders. Yes, in even Igoglobal business, we have a lot of traders, people that even sell in the market. No form of training as a networker, but the only thing they did was they were blessed with a system that is already existing, and they applied the system in their business, and they are doing tremendously well. Guys, if you see people's alert, their weekly earnings, guys, you'll be so amazed. Trust me. And do you know that even your back office is also a system? It's a tool for you. In case you are not using it, I'm telling you, you better start using it, because there are some people that the only thing that you can use is the proof of what you have accomplished. And that is why you have a back office to keep the history and exactly what you have been earning and achieving in Igoglobal business. Now, guys, as you can see here, eh, it says Igoglobal plus duplication equals to what? Wealth. In this business, you don't need to reinvent the wheels. It has been invented already. The system is there for you. All you just need to do is just roll with it. So in Igoglobal business, you don't need to be a product expert. You don't need to know everything about the product like our amazing able product expert, Mr. Nat. You don't need to be a top speaker. You don't need to be the biggest trainer. You don't need to be the baddest, sales guru. No. The business grows through duplication, a simple system that anyone can actually copy. I can be here speaking all the grammar tonight. Someone is just busy, jotting down tomorrow. He or she applies exactly what has been taught tonight. Before you know it, phew, that person becomes a fast track. I won't say fast track. That person becomes, it will look as if that person just disappeared from nowhere and then is already at the top.
No, no, no. No, may you call me in the morning, come carry and have my problem when I get.
Oh, God, please don't have any problem, Mr. Mba. Kindly mute
Eh?
yourself. If not, I have problem with you, sir.
No, that's
I'm
fine.
just joking. I'm just kidding. Please mute yourself because we are really in a serious business. Admin, kindly do the needful.
Just come in the morning, come carry.
So, guys, like it says here, our business model thrives on duplication. You do not need to reinvent the wheels. You just need to roll with it. Connect these with product that you need to connect people with product testimonials. Like I said, your members dashboard, referral links, all these things are right there for you. Now, these are some of the common mistakes that we always do. It's very, very common. Number one, we talk too much. When you are overwhelmed, when you overwhelm people with too much information, it makes it very hard for them to see themselves doing exactly what you've just done. Now, when you use emotions, using emotions instead of tools, pouring out your passions without pointing to a tool, a video, it can actually make someone feel like pressure. And that professionalism is actually lost once you do that, when you apply too much emotions instead of using tools. Another biggest mistake you should avoid is not following up. If you don't check back, see, people forget to. People tend to forget. People get distracted. Yes, there are a lot of things that are happening. People get carried away. If you don't follow up, some of them might even assume that you were not serious in the first place. And then finally, being inconsistent. This one is the top killer. Remember, I gave you a story of someone that actually signed up because he saw my consistency. And how did he see that? Through my status, my WhatsApp status. He sees me posting on a daily basis, that is it. By the time you don't follow up, it gives them that, that feeling that you were not even serious in the first place. Or maybe they see you today, you are talking about Iroko and Pure Virgin. Tomorrow they are seeing you talking about something else. Instantly, you are getting them confused. That's not being consistent, guys. And trust me, it kills the momentum and trust, because when you bring a business to them, they would always have that mindset that, so that means I'll have to be doing exactly what you're doing, causing confusion. Now, remember, success in duplication is not in doing more, it is in doing the right things consistently. That's what you need to know. And then, guys, this is just action plan, your weekly action plan. Let's say, for instance, to succeed, guys, see, you don't need to talk too much. Okay, you don't need to talk to 100 people in a day. You just need a simple, consistent plan that you can repeat every week, and not just you repeating it, and teach others to do the same. Let's say, for instance, now from Monday to Thursday, what do? Share the tools with just 2 persons at least. Share the tools with just 2 persons daily. And guess what? How many people you would have shared these tools with from Monday to Thursday? That means you would have shared a total of 8 persons, the tools to 8 persons in a week. Remember, you did not share the tool to 8 people at a go. All you did was to share the tools to 2 persons on Monday, 2 persons on Tuesday, 2 persons on Wednesday, and 2 persons on Thursday. And by doing so, in total, you have shared the tools to 8 persons. Mr. Amba, kindly mute yourself, or I will ask the admin to exit you. When Mr. Afric is presenting, I'm serious. Please mute yourself, or admin kindly have him exited from the group. Then on Friday, what do? You follow up with all the 8 people. How do you follow up with them? By asking, did you watch it? Did you listen to it? What exactly did you like the best? That is exactly what you're supposed to do to these 8 persons on Friday. And then on the weekend, what do? You plug them into the system, plug them into the group, plug the interested people into your team's group, your live chats, your meetings. We have, testimonial sections, your events, plug them into it. And then repeat this same process the next week. See, guys, it's not about speed, though. It is about steady duplication. Steady duplication, guys. This is the weekly action plan. And then here's a recap and a takeaway for you. All right? A recap and a takeaway. Remember, duplication is greater than selling. Very, very important you know that. Use tools, extremely important. Keep it simple, because once it is simple, it is doable, it is repeatable. Follow up. Do not forget to follow up. Always water your plants. Don't just plant and then leave the plant to die. You need to follow up. Focus on teaching others to teach others, because when you do that, you have applied duplication. See, I leave you with this quote. Simple things done consistently creates what? Miracle. It's no magic. That's just a fact. Now here's a call to action. Start today. Start now. Start today. Start now. Share your 45 seconds message to at least 2 persons. Using the structure that I earlier, shared with you. Then let your system speak on your behalf. Don't forget to track your results. And here are some bonus, resource slides, because like I told you earlier, see, in Igoglobal, guys, it's all about learning, and learning. Now, success in this business, it doesn't just come from doing. It comes from learning and duplicating what already works. You don't have to figure it out all by yourself. The path has already been laid for you by industry legends, people that have done it. Now, these are 4 powerful packed resources that can actually guide you and sharpen your skills and also boost your confidence in this network marketing business. The first one is the GoPro by Eric Warren. You know what we call the GoPro? We call it, this is the Bible of network marketing skills. It teaches you the 7 core skills you must master to go pro in this business. Skills like inviting, presenting, follow-ups, closing. And the beautiful thing is, Igoglobal has brought a beautiful segment on our trainings that talks deeply on all this. So make sure you don't miss any of our trainings, because we have amazing trainers that always do justice to this. Now, the GoPro is actually perfect for building confidence and becoming a professional. in the network marketing space. Then we also have the 45 seconds presentation, which is what we're talking about today. We call it, this is the heart of what we do. This is the heart, exactly. It teaches you how to keep things simple, how to use tools, how to duplicate fast, the exact system that top earners are using. Now, this particular presentation, this particular book is perfect for understanding. Less is more. Mindset that grows your business. And not forgetting your first year in network marketing. This book, it prepares your mindset. It helps you to survive the ups and downs. Yes, like I told you, you would experience rejections, doubts, and all that. It gives you real life advice on what to expect in your first 12 months. Guys, yes, you should expect certain things in your first 12 months of doing network marketing business. It is perfect. This book is perfect for beginners who want to stay the course. And then we have a podcast, like the MLM Nations, where top rated, podcasts, they share their success network marketing stories around the world, their journeys, their failures for people like you and I to learn from. It is perfect for learning on the go, while you're driving, while you're cooking. What exactly are you listening to? Podcast. Listen to professionals in your field, people that have experienced what you're currently experiencing, how they were able to maneuver these challenges. That is exactly what you should be connecting with. All right. And then these are just bonus slides. Then this is like a success tracker template, which every single one of us should have and adopt. Use this template to track your weekly actions and duplication efforts. You need to have a template where it says the number of presentation that was given during that week, new prospects that you contacted, the follow-ups that were completed, sign-ups achieved, and team growth this week. See, when you have these trackers, it helps you to weigh, to weigh your progress. It helps you to keep track, to say, okay, because we tend to forget, guys, things that you don't put down. You might get, the moment you are done with this presentation now, if you don't jot anything during this presentation, trust me, you might forget like 100% of all the whole English that I've been speaking from the beginning till now. So that's why you see every time that marketing department shares links to our meetings, they always say, come with your pen and jotter. Because it's very important. It's extremely important for you to jot down something. When you write it down, it tends to stay in with you. And then we have follow-up scripts, very important. This is just some samples, hi, maybe you're sending this follow-up script to maybe Dave. Hi, Dave. Just checking in to see what you thought about the information I shared. Obviously, if it's a follow-up script, that means you have already shared your tools and the opportunity to that person. So what you're doing is just following up with that person. You say, hi, Dave. I'm just checking to see what you thought about the information I shared with you. What did you like the best? Did you see the way this follow-up script is actually made? See, number one, it's casual. It is not pushy. You ask what they like best. Do you know why you do that? This focuses on the positive side. You don't say, okay, what do you hate the most? You don't do that. You have to be positive. And then, look at what you just did, Ned. Would you like to get started now? Or do you have a few questions first? Guess what you just did now? You have offered them two choices. First to get started or to ask questions. Now, this is a perfect follow-up script, guys, if you ask me. And then referral board example. Encourage every prospect to refer others. Yes, I've given stories of people, of someone that I have, prospected, and at the end of the day, he did not sign up. But I asked him if he has, or if he feels, does he have, some set of people that he feels would love to, grab this opportunity. And then he did not sign up, but I gave him an open check, yes. I did that. And then he said, he just sent me some contacts. And then after he sent the contacts, I repeated the process that I did with him. And guess what? Most of them, if not all of them, they jumped on the opportunity. So that is to tell you that if somebody tells you no, that same person that tells you no can actually give you people that will say yes. And don't forget to appreciate those kind of people. Trust me. When you appreciate them, more of such will come. I have shared with you, cases where someone recommended or referred some set of people to me. They jumped on it. The person that did that did not sign up, but because this set of people that he referred to me signed up, I had to give him a gift, and the gift that I did was to, register him without his notice. And all he did was just receive alert on a Monday. He was just receiving alert that he never knew what was happening. But for the fact that he saw Igoglobal there, he knew it was coming from my end. And because that happened, he kept on, anytime he sees my status, he will want to send me numbers. you know? So that's exactly what it says here. Reward referrals with shout outs or even small gifts or even big gifts, guys. Now, this is just a duplication sheet. Every week, fill this out, to monitor your duplication. Like we stated earlier on, did I invite 5 people this week? Yes or no, you tick it. Did I follow up? Yes or no, you tick it. How did I help a team member present this week? Did I help a team members present this week? You tick it. Did I train someone on the 45 seconds presentation? You tick it. How many new enrollment or customers? You tick it. Now, this is also a guide or to help you monitor your progress, to see where you are missing out and where you need to correct and where you need to adjust or put more effort. And this is a vision slide board or vision board slide. You need to create a visual dream of your goals. See, if you don't picture it there, you cannot experience it in the future. You need to picture it exactly, the places that you want to travel. Give yourself that time frame, the dream house you want to build, you want to buy, the family lifestyle, the kind of schools that you want your kids to attend. You need to picture it, you need to visualize it. The financial goals that you're setting for yourself, you need to look at these things on a daily basis to stay motivated. They should be the reason why you're doing this. That is the reason why vision slides are very important. Now, here are some testimonials of people, in Igoglobal business that have used the 45 seconds presentation formula in their businesses and how they have, recorded tremendous results using this wonderful, simple, unique steps. But guys, I'm going to leave you with something very, very, very amazing tonight without wasting much of our time. I did subscribe with one of my mentors, which is Eric Warren. And once you subscribe to his newsletter, you will be receiving some emails from him directly. Now, I got one amazing email last week that caught my attention. It has to do with duplication. And I want to share it with you guys. So if you permit me, I'm going to read it as a way of closing tonight's presentation. He says, "Hey, Emmanuel, I was on a call with a top leader last week, and she said something that made my blood boil." Now, this is Eric writing to me. Now, the woman said, the top leader said, "Eric, I am teaching my team exactly what I do, but they are not getting the same result. Duplication just doesn't work in my organization." That is what this top leader said to Eric Warren. Now, this is what Eric said. Here is the problem. She was duplicating the wrong thing. Most people think duplication means teaching your new person to do exactly what you do. Copy your script word for word. Use your exact approach. Mirror your personality. Now, this is what he said. It's not me. It is Eric, the same person that wrote this book. He said, that is not duplication. That is impersonation. And impersonation does not scale. Yes. Now, he said, here is what actually duplicates. It is system and not personality. Do you see the difference? She was duplicating personality and she wasn't duplicating system. Now he said, let me give you an example. I don't teach people to prospect the way Eric Worre prospects. I teach them the system of prospecting that works regardless of who they are. The system has principles. Make a list, contact with purpose, invite, do not convince, follow up consistently. Guys, this is just a summary of exactly what we've just passed through. The system stays the same, delivery adapts. Don't duplicate your success. Duplicate your process for creating success. So guys, thank you so much for investing your time in your growth. I'll leave you with these words. Stay consistent. And not just staying consistent. Not just staying consistent, guys. Duplicate greatness. I hope you got value tonight. If you know you got value, I want you to put it on the chat box and say, I got value. Put it on the chat box and write value. Thank you so much. I hope Mr. Emmanuel is in there. I leave the floor to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Fine.